Namaste and welcome to Friday evening yoga, and we are in full throes of our June practice. And we've been doing mostly sun salutations in our June practice, but today we're going to do alternative practices. So for those of you who would like an alternative to spending lots of time on the wrists, or who need something a little bit shorter or more manageable, we will explore these things today. So before we get started, just come to any comfortable seated position. You can sit on a chair, you can kneel, you can sit cross-legged, you can sit with your legs out. I've got a little bit of a yoga block underneath me. If you need a bit of lift to make your hips comfortable, go for it. Rest your arms wherever they feel inclined to go. Feel the parts of your body that are on the floor, and allow the rest of the body to organize itself upwards from there. Closing your eyes or gazing gently downward, and just taking this moment to step away from all of the other things going on in life. The things on your mind, the things in your day and in this busy week. Stepping away from all of that and into your yoga space. And as you do that, perhaps you feel an automatic softening of your shoulders, a lifting of the tension from the forehead. And if you don't, you can just observe. Observe where you feel that you're still holding on in the body. And see if the simple act of noticing allows you to let go of some of that tension you've got with you. Notice how the body's feeling and how you're feeling in yourself, whether you've had a good week, whether it's just been frantically busy. There have been some stresses and anxieties, and perhaps some conflicts. And maybe now at the end of the week, you can notice that it doesn't really matter so much. Perhaps it's easier to let it go. Notice the breath that you're breathing right now. And when you're ready, you can gently deepen that breath as you exhale, drawing the navel inwards to exhale more fully, breathing deeply into the sides of the body, the chest, the back. Breathing out slowly, deeply, firming across the navel to breathe out completely. Breathing into the rib cage, the collarbones, the shoulder blades. Breathing out long, slow, deep and complete. Every breath in, filling the space that the air can move into. Every breath out, absorbing that energy, preparing for practice. At the end of your next exhalation, gently drawing your chin towards your chest, feeling that length down the back of the neck. And when you're ready, you can roll the right ear to the right shoulder, and chin to chest, and left ear to left shoulder, and chin to chest. Keep going side to side, moving steady and slow, observing the connections between the movement of the head, the neck, the rest of the body. Perhaps there are areas that feel lengthened, areas that feel stabilizing. And if you want to, you can roll your head in a circle. Just take care not to go too far behind the body. And if you're circling, moving in both directions. The next time your chin comes to your chest, you can return your head upright, blink open your eyes if they've been closed, and just gently relax the arms to the side, roll the shoulders, and keep the arms, the hands supported if you want to, just whatever feels good to you. We can go the opposite way as well. Lovely job. So we're going to just stretch the legs for a moment. And so we're going to start with a little bit of leg movement. So here with your knees a little soft, you can spread your toes wide and scrunch them up a few times, just moving as feels comfortable, natural. Don't have to go super quick, don't have to be super slow. And then rolling through the ankles and just noticing the knees coming together and apart as you roll the thigh bones in the hip joints as well. And we're going to roll the opposite way as well. Just releasing any tension from sitting cross-legged, because we're going to come back to sitting cross-legged. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean that. Okay, so when you're ready, return to sitting, and sitting with the left leg in front of the right leg if possible. So you can still use a little lift underneath the buttocks if you'd like to. That's not a problem. You just don't want to be super high. If cross legs doesn't suit you, you can have your feet wide with your knees bent, and you can even let the knees fall out to the side a little if you prefer. Okay, so we're going to start with a little bit of movement through the upper body. So with the hands on the thighs, beginning by just gently stirring the body in circles around its center. And as you do this, perhaps you get a sense of being able to free the neck to move as the spine moves. Often we're trying to hold the neck and shoulders rigid or away from the movements that we're making. Maybe you can let it go. When you're ready, you can gently move in the opposite direction. And it's okay to rock from one buttock to the other, from one hip to the other, massaging out some of the maybe tension in the behind. Oh, sorry. I'll try to keep it contained. Lovely job. And then when you're ready, you can bring yourself back to center. And we're going to do a little left arm circling. So left elbow nice and relaxed, left arm circling. And maybe once you've made a few circles, your body feels like it can join in, and your head too. And you can use your right hand for support, either on your thigh or on the floor, or you don't have to use it at all if you don't want to. See how much movement you can bring into the arm and the torso. We're going to do one more in this direction. And then float the left arm to the side. Just notice the difference between the two sides. Now we've done a lot of stimulating of that side. We're going to just reach the right fingertips out to the side. You don't need to put weight into the right hand if you don't want to. Lean slightly to the right, lift the left arm over, and we're going to bounce on the right elbow. So you can just bounce here without the support of the right hand if you have a right wrist that's bothering you. But if you're able to bounce on your elbow gently, reaching your left fingertips and just exploring that space at the bottom of the left side of the waist. Coming back to center, releasing your left arm down to the left, rolling both shoulders backwards and forwards. And from here, we're going to come forwards and backwards with our upper body. So still sitting in the same position. Breathe in as you open your chest, lift the belly, and then fold forward from your hips. You don't have to go very far. And as you breathe out, press into the hands, roll through the spine, come to upright. Breathing in, lengthening forward, lifting the chin, lifting the chest as you fold. Breathing out, rounding through the spine. You don't have to put a lot of weight into the hands as you come up. Breathing in. And breathing out. And we'll just do one more. Breathing in. And breathing out. Lovely job. Coming back to the center, we'll take cactus arms, bringing the elbows nice and wide, maybe even the shoulder blades slightly engaged behind us, and then gently twisting to the right and twisting to the left. So we're not going very far, it's just an opening movement, a beginning to explore the sides of the body. Maybe one more time to each side. Coming back to the center, relaxing the arms down. We'll take one cleansing breath. Breathe in, reach the arms up. Breathing out, bringing the hands down to the center of the chest. Very good. So here, if you've got some support underneath your buttocks, taking it away, we're going to lean back and keep our arms available, but take the feet apart and just wave your arms around in any way that feels good. A little bit of toddler wobbling for the upper body. So keeping the feet firmly planted, waving the arms around. It's okay to feel like a ninny. And then bringing your hands back to center, straightening your legs a little, knees still bent, and going back to circling the ankles, knees together and apart. Very good. And the opposite way as well. We'll come back to this, I think, one more time. So then we're going to gather our knees in, sitting cross-legged, but right leg in front of left. And again, coming to center, just checking that you feel nice and comfortable. And we'll start with circling the torso. Same thing, but the other side. So allowing your chest to open, your shoulders to respond to the movement as well. Maybe going the opposite way now. Just whenever you're ready. And one more, I think. Excellent. Coming to center, softening the right elbow, making nice big circles with the right arm. And then whenever you're ready, you can allow the rest of the body to respond as well. So we only circled backwards on the opposite side, and we're only going to circle backwards on this side as well. But if you did both on the other side, you might want to do both on this side. See how much movement you can bring to your torso that feels stable. So we want a little bit of firmness in the belly muscles, engaging the back of the body, particularly between the shoulder blades and down the sides of the body. One more. And releasing your right arm down to your right side. Feel the difference between the two sides now. We're going to reach our left fingers to the left. You can do it without the hand on the floor if you want to. Reaching the right arm up and over, and then just gently bouncing on that left elbow. So you can make your palm pliable if you like by coming up onto your fingertips and taking your palm to the floor, or you can just bend in the elbow itself, reaching the right fingertips away, exploring that space at the bottom of the right side of the torso. When you're ready, coming back to center. Very good. So we're going to go backwards and forwards again with our hands on our knees. So opening your chest as you inhale, exhaling, folding forward over the thighs, and then, inhaling forward, folding, exhaling back up again. Let's inhale forward and exhale, rounding through the spine, scooping the belly in, chin to chest, inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. Lovely. Sorry about fluffing the breath there. And then when we come to upright this time, we're going to take cactus arms again, setting the shoulders back, the elbows back, and gently rotating side to side. We'll do one more to each side. And then coming to center, relaxing the arms down, taking a moment here, and then one cleansing breath, breathing in, reaching the arms out and up, breathing out the hands to the center of the chest. Awesome stuff. Okay, guys, so we're going to come off the blocks and we're going to come to lie down on our backs. So just softly drawing the knees into the chest, rolling all the way down. And here we can extend the arms and the legs above us and give the wrists and the ankles a little bit of a rotate in both directions. So we did toddler wobble with our upper bodies, but here on the floor, I'd like you to find a way to move your arms and your legs so you roll around on your back, just a touch. So you're not taking any weight onto your arms, your hands. You're finding this sense of freedom of movement. And you can also lift the head if you want to, but you don't have to. You can leave the head on the floor as you choose, engaging your belly muscles a little bit perhaps. Getting in touch with your inner child. And then when you're ready, coming back to center and just hugging your knees towards you for a moment to stir the knees in circles. And your knees can be apart, they don't have to be together. We're going to stir in the opposite direction as well. Very good. And then taking the feet to the floor one at a time. We'll keep the knees relatively wide, relax the arms. The arms have done quite a lot already today, so we're going to relax the arms and just gently sway the knees from one side to the other. And just a little firmness in the belly. You don't have to get anywhere in particular. We're still mobilizing and opening. Very good. When you're ready, you can return the knees to center. We're going to bring the elbows down by the sides, press the backs of the arms down, firm that the backs of the shoulders down as well, so you can lift the chest, let the back of the head be heavy, and then press into the heels to lift the chest towards the chin, not so much the hips up, but chest to chin. Release the hips down and then coming up again. So bridge pose, taking the weight onto the heels, firming the buttocks as you come up. Just a gentle up and down. We'll do 3 more, including this one. And you can breathe in and out as you choose. Some people prefer to breathe out as they come up and in as they come down. It sometimes frees the lungs a little bit. And releasing. And then from here, relaxing the arms. Again, just drawing the knees into the chest, one at a time, hugging them towards you. And we're going to draw the head towards the knees. and then release down. This time we're going to exhale, head to knees, belly muscles firm, inhaling, releasing down. And one more time, head to knees and inhaling down. When you come down, floating the feet to the floor, 1 and 2, and then extending the legs, 1 and 2. So we've ended up with, as if we were lying down standing, so lying down in an active pose is what we've ended up with. So we would like to have the feet quite close together, but they don't have to touch. Soles of the feet as if you were standing on them, so toes pointed up to the ceiling, and we're going to rest the arms down to the side. So here we're going to do a reclining salute, and I'll talk you through it. We'll do the first one quite slowly. Breathe in, reach your arms up and over your head. At the same time, extend through your heels, press your low back to the mat. Breathe out, release your arms down to your side. We can relax the feet and the back somewhat. This time, pointing the toes, breathing in, point your toes, release the arms up, lift the low back from the mat, if it naturally does that. Breathing out, arms back to the side, back relaxed, feet relaxed as well. Then we're going to breathe in, stretch the arms up, and breathe out, bend the left knee into the chest and hug it towards you. Breathe in, lengthen legs and arms away again, firmness in the belly. Breathing out, hug the right knee into the chest. Let's do that one more time to each side. Breathing in, stretch arms and legs. Breathing out, hug the left knee in. Breathing in, take the arms over the head as you extend through the left leg. Breathing out, right knee in. Breathing in, lengthen again. And breathing out, arms down by the sides. Here we're going to step the feet in and take the feet a little bit apart. Reach the arms wide and gently sway the knees down to the left. Bring the knees back to the center. Sway the knees over to the right. And back to the center. Let's do that one more time to each side. Knees to the left. Back to center. Knees to the right. And back to center. Here in the center, firming the feet down, arms can come down by the sides. Breathe in, lift arms and hips up. Press into the shoulders, into the heels, firm the buttocks. Breathing out, reaching arms back down to the side. Hips come down to the floor. One more like that. Breathing in, bridge pose, reaching the arms over the head. Breathing out, arms down to the side. And then we're going to breathe in here. Breathe out, draw the knees into the chest, head towards the knees. Breathe in, release the head down. Breathe out, head towards knees, knees into chest. And then breathe in, just release the head, release the feet down, lengthen the legs on the floor, arms down by the side, and we're ready to do the whole thing again. So this time we'll start with the right side. So we did everything to the left first, mostly because it's the evening, and it's quite nice to do that sometimes, but this time we'll do it to the right. So arms down by the side, feet are as if they were standing. As you breathe in, lengthen through the heels, reach the arms over the head, press the low back down. As you breathe out, bring your arms down to your side, relax your feet, relax your back. This time with pointed toes. Breathing in, point the toes, release the low back away from the floor, reach the arms up. And breathe out, arms down to the side. This time, breathing in, reaching just the arms over the head. And as you breathe out, draw your right knee into your chest, hug that knee towards you. Breathing in, lengthen the leg, reach your arms up. Breathing out, left knee in, hug the knee towards you. Breathing in, lengthen your leg, reach your arms up. Breathing out, right knee in, hug the knee towards you. Breathing in, lengthen your right leg, reach your arms, breathing out, hug the left knee in. Breathing in as you release the arms up. Breathing out, arms down to the side. We're going to step the feet in, 1 and 2. Take the arms wide, firm the belly. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, take your knees to your right side. Breathe in back to the center. As you breathe out, knees to the left. Breathe in and up. Breathe out and over. Breathe in and up. Breathe out and over. Breathe in back to the center. Breathe out, arms down to the side. And then rolling bridge pose. Breathing in, reaching the hips up, the arms over the head. Breathing out, arms down to the sides, hips to the floor. Breathing in, pressing into the heels, firming the buttocks to lift. Breathing out, arms to the side. Breathing in here, and then breathe out as you draw your knees into your chest, head towards your knees. Breathe in, release the head down. Breathing out, head towards knees, knees into chest. Breathe in, release down, and just let your breath find its natural rhythm. Let your feet find the floor. And we're going to release the legs to be nice and long again. Arms can come down to the sides. So we're not going to do that practice again, but we're going to move into a little bit of different movement. So here, we're going to take the hands and place the palms down towards the floor and see if you can roll your shoulders into the floor as well. So similar to the action where we've got bent arms in bridge, but with the palms down. If you find that difficult to roll the shoulders down as well, you can bend the elbows and do robot hands instead. So firming your belly here, a little gentle length in the low back. Inhale the left leg up long and straight. Exhale, bend your knee into your chest, hug it towards you. Use your arms if you want to. Inhaling, pressing the arms down, lengthening your leg. Exhaling, left foot to the floor. Inhaling, right leg up, still pressing down with the arms. Exhaling, knee to chest, hugging it in. Inhaling, pressing the arms down, extending the right leg. Exhaling, lengthening your leg to the floor. Let's do it one more time to each side. Inhaling up. Exhaling, knee to chest. Inhaling, feeling the power of those shoulders. Exhaling, releasing down. Inhaling, right. Exhaling, knee to chest. Inhaling, lengthening your leg. Exhaling, releasing to the floor. And now from here, we're going to bend the knees in, but take the knees off take the feet off the floor. And we're going to do a little bit of spinal twisting. So we did a little bit of spinal twisting in this position a few weeks ago. We're going to reach the arms nice and wide, firm in the belly, and just gently sway the knees from side to side. So you only want to go as far as you feel able to stabilize. So as far as your tummy muscles will allow you to hold on without any twinges or discomfort in your low back. Very good. Just a little sway from side to side. And then if you want to, the next time your knees come to the left, you can allow them to come to the floor. Lift your right shoulder away from the floor to allow that to happen if you need to, and then resettle the right shoulder towards the floor. And here, just taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Firm the belly muscles, press the arms down to help bring the knees back to the center. A little sway from side to side. So not trying to get to the floor, just a little sway. And then when you're ready, you can allow the knees to come over to the right, stabilizing with your tummy muscles, lifting the left shoulder if you need to, Reposition the left shoulder down towards the floor. It doesn't have to touch. It just needs to be in that general direction. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then pressing the arms down, firming the belly, bringing the knees back to center and bending the knees into the chest, taking the knees apart and just rolling the knees in and out. They can go in different directions, a bit of rocking and rolling. If you prefer to do this without holding on, that's okay. It's a little bit of a better workout for your core anyway. Smashing stuff. Okay, so from here, we're going to take the feet back down to the floor. We're building towards doing Chathara Parivriti, but that's okay. We've done some explorations of it. It's a supine twist. So this time we're going to have our arms out at shoulder height with the palms turned upwards, nicely relaxing the shoulders down. We're going to breathe in, lift the left leg up, breathe out, bend the knee into the chest, but without moving the arms. And then breathe in, twist the left knee over towards the right side and breathe out back to the center. Breathe in, lengthen the leg up. Breathe out, lengthen your leg down to the floor. Breathing in, right leg up. Breathing out, knee to chest. Breathe in as you firm the belly, firm the hands into the floor, reach the right knee across the body to the left. Breathe out, back to center. Breathing in, lengthen the right leg, sorry. Breathe out, leg down to the mat. Let's do that one more time to each side. Breathing in, left leg up. Breathing out, knee to chest. Firm the arms, breathe in as you reach the left knee across the body. Breathe out back to the center. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, lower. Breathe in, right leg up. Breathe out, knee to chest. Breathe in, twist. Breathe out, return. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, lower. Very good. Okay, so we're going to add something else to this just now. And that is a sort of straight-legged twist. So see how you go with it. Explore. So you've got your arms nice and stabilizing and shoulders nice and firm on the floor, belly muscles firm, and maybe a slight extension in the low back. Breathe in, lift the right leg up, and with a straight leg, breathe out, twist. Twist over to the other side. Breathe in, back to the center. Breathe out and down. I've muddled left and right, so it's no problem. Opposite leg, breathing in and up. Breathing out, straight leg twist. Breathe in, back to the center. Breathe out and down. Let's go again. One more time to each side. Breathing in and up. Breathing out and over. Stabilize with the arms and the belly muscles. Breathing in, back to the center. Breathing out and down. Your leg doesn't have to be straight. Breathe in and up. Breathe out and over. Breathe in, back to the center. Breathe out and down. And then relax. Draw your knees into your chest. This time, keep the toes together, take the knees apart, circle the knees together and apart. Very good. Just easing any tension from the back of the body. You're going to go in the opposite direction as well. And then taking your, let's say, right foot to the floor, we're going to lengthen the left leg up, turn the left toes out to the left, and then cross the left ankle over the right thigh. So now we're in figure 4 with the legs. We're going to bring the elbows down to the sides of the body, press the backs of the arms and shoulders down, just like for bridge pose, which is what we're about to do anyway. Firm the right heel into the floor and breathe in as you lift your hips up, breathe out and lower. So figure 4 bridge, breathing in and up, breathing out and down. Let's do 2 more, breathing in, breathing out. Last one, breathing in, breathing out. Relax the arms wide from the body, keep the feet, the legs where they are, and just gently sway the right knee from side to side, with the left leg following. A little firmness in the belly here. When you're ready, you can bring yourself back to center. You're going to lengthen the left leg, draw the left knee in towards the left shoulder or armpit, so towards the outside of the rib cage. You can hold at the back of the thigh. You can hold at the back of the calf or ankle. You can hold on your foot for half happy baby pose. And here, just taking a couple of deep breaths. Have your left foot as if it was standing on the ceiling, quite a deep bend in the knee. If you're very comfortable here, and this feels dead easy, then you can lengthen your right leg. And you can lengthen your leg, but keep the foot hovered off the floor, or you can lengthen your leg all the way down to the floor as you choose. Extend through the heel of the right foot as well. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One more time, deep breath in, deep breath out. And then very gently sliding the right foot in, relaxing the left foot down so you can hug your left knee in, give it a stir in the, stirring the hip bones, stirring the thigh bones in the sockets, and the opposite way as well. Very good. And then from here, taking your left foot to the floor, and we can do the same thing on the opposite side. So arms are out to the side, no, arms are down by the side, sorry. Lengthen the right leg up, turn the right toes out to the right, and then cross the right ankle over the left thigh. And here, we're going to bend the elbows, press the backs of the arms and shoulders down, gently engage the back of the head, and firmly engage the left heel. Breathing in as you press into the left heel to lift the hips, breathing out and down. We should do 3 more. Breathing in and up, firm in the belly, firm in the buttocks, breathing out and down. Breathing in, press into the backs of the arms, breathing out. One more time, breathing in and breathing out. And then relaxing the arms wide, just gently sway your left knee from side to side, let your right leg follow. Little firmness in the belly as you twist. Very good. When you're ready, you can come back to center. And I've completely forgotten what we're supposed to be doing next. Oh yes, happy baby pose. So drawing the right knee to the outside of the right rib cage, you can hold around the back of the thigh, the back of the calf, or the foot itself. Have your right foot as if it was standing on the ceiling, parallel to the ceiling, so that you've got quite a deep bend in the right knee. And then here, just breathing gently, easing that right knee towards the floor behind you. Soften your shoulder. Deep breaths. I nearly had to check the plan there. Whew. Okay, for anyone who's super comfortable here, you can try extending the left leg. So the left leg is long or hovering off the mat, or heel all the way down to the mat. As you choose, try to feel in your pelvis what is the most comfortable space. We're not looking for a super intense stretch. We're looking for that balance of hitting your sweet spot. Another deep breath in, deep breath out. When you're ready, you can slide the left heel in, let go of the right foot, hug the knee towards you. Just make circles with the left knee, right knee even. In both directions, going the opposite way as well. Nice stirring in the hip joint there. And when you're ready, you can float your right foot to the floor as well. We're going to take the soles of the feet towards each other and let the knees fall out to the side. Reach the arms away from the body with the palms turned upwards. And in Baddha Konasana, this pose here we are doing, just gently turning the head from one side to the other. So we're not staying here for ages. You don't need to think about supporting the thighs or the knees unless they are feeling a twinge here. It's just a gentle openness as we roll the head from side to side. We're going to come back to center for a deep breath in, sighing out through the mouth. And when you're ready, you can draw your knees back towards each other, hug the knees into the chest. And we are gently going to roll onto our bellies. So just finding your way comfortably onto your belly, taking a pillow out of your hands, forehead to the floor, forehead to the back of the hands, toes towards each other and heels apart. And here, just doing a gentle rocking of the pelvis from side to side. So when you've done lots of forward bending, which things like half happy baby and leg raises are, and twisting, back bending can be quite nice for the back to do. It's a sort of releasing practice. We're going to come up onto our elbows. So drawing the elbows as close towards your body as feels comfortable. You can bring your thighs towards each other and press the tops of the feet down if you like, or engage them down. They don't need to be really super firmly pressed. Here, the further away from you your elbows go, the less bendy this is for your back. So do something that feels good. If it feels good to have the elbows released away and you feel comfortable nestling the bottom of your rib cage into the floor, then that's great. And if you want to come up a little bit higher in Sphinx pose, you can. Press into the palms of the hands, all the forearms and elbows. Draw the shoulder blades towards each other to open your chest. And the action is almost of dragging the elbows back and separating the hands at the same time. Here, just notice if you naturally engage your buttocks or not. So one of the things that I've come across in yoga is that people are encouraged to do back bends with relaxed buttocks, which is just crazy because that destabilizes the hips. So we want to encourage a gentle action in the buttocks. And you can do this by simply tucking your tailbone under, opening your chest, allowing your head to look somewhere. You can press the hands down to give yourself a little bit more lift. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then we're just simply going to take the weight onto the hands. If you're able to, let the elbows come out to the side. Turn the toes towards each other, the heels apart. Settle the hips with a little shake. Sigh out through your mouth to let go of anything that's just come up. Awesome stuff. So we did some forward bending twists, and now we're going to do some backward bending twists. So release the forehead to the back of the hands, bringing the feet towards each other a little, not too much. And then really think about creating heavy contact with the head, the arms, and the hands down into the mat. Firming the belly muscles ever so slightly. We're going to breathe in as you lift the left leg up and breathe out and down. Breathe in, right leg up, breathing out and down. Breathing in, press the right foot down as you lift the left leg and release. Breathing in, press the left foot down as you lift the right leg and release. Let's do one more to each side. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. This time, press the right foot down, lift the left leg just a little,
And then bend your left knee to lift your heel a bit higher. Here, check that stabilizing effort in the right leg, in the buttocks, in the arms, and then reach the left foot across the body to the right behind you. And then release the hips back to center, release the left leg to the mat. So we don't have to reach far, it's just a little. Press the left foot down, lift the right leg just a little. Bend the knee to lift the heel a bit higher. Stabilize by pressing down with the left foot and the arms. Reach the right foot across the body behind you. And then come to center. Release the leg down. Let's do that 2 more times to each side. So pressing down with the right, lift the left, bend the knee, reach the left foot across to the right side, and return to center. Release. Press down with the left, lift the right leg, bend your knee, reach your toe over to the left, and return to center. Press down right, lift left, bend knee, reach the toes over to the right side, and return to center. Press down left, lift right, bend knee, reach the toes over, and return to center. And when you come to center, toes towards each other, heels apart, wiggle your hips from side to side.
And then take a moment in stillness as well, to just breathe deeply, relaxing the effort in the buttocks, in the hamstrings, in the belly muscles, in the forehead, the jaw, the shoulders. And then from here, we're going to come into child's pose. So get there any way that works for you. I just need to make a clothing adjustment. Forehead towards the floor. Knees can be wide or knees can be together, whichever you prefer. And you can have your arms up or your arms down by your feet, as you prefer. Here in child's pose, taking a few more deep breaths just to feel a kind of a length, a space in the low back particularly. And then from here, we're going to come into kneeling. And we're going to do a little chest opening stretch and then some dolphins, because why not? Okay, so for this, I'm thinking of Lynn in particular. I want, then just don't join your hands together. Does that make sense? It doesn't yet, but it will. Okay, so we're going to take our arms behind us and interlace the fingers. Lynn, you can just reach your hands towards each other. Roll the shoulder blades towards each other and lift your chest. Try not to overarch from the bottom of the back. Try to draw the shoulder blades to open the chest. You can draw your elbows towards each other with bent elbows, or you can lengthen your arms down, hands together or apart, to open the chest a little more. If you want to, you can look up so that your neck follows the line of your spine rather than being counter to it. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then from here, if you're working with your hands together, you're going to slide the left hand to the right hip behind you and then tuck your right elbow in. And Lynn, you're going to just slide the back of your hand, and you can reach your right hand behind you as well to hold both arms behind if you'd like. So here, those of you who've got your hands together, and everyone in fact, we're lengthening through the crown of the head. We're just going to turn to look to the right, and then turn back to the center, and then take the left ear to the left shoulder. And then draw the chin to the chest. Right ear to right shoulder. Chin to chest. Right ear to right shoulder. Chin to chest. Let's do one more because I fluffed the first one. Lovely job. chin to chest, return to upright, relax the arms. We're going to let the arms be free of each other and just roll through the wrists. So making any movement that feels good, particularly if you're carrying an injury, going the opposite way as well. And then we'll do the same thing again. So we're going to interlace the fingers behind us, interlace the awkward way if you interlaced before, roll the shoulder blades towards each other, lengthen the arms a touch. Maybe you want to keep the elbows more bent and move the elbows towards each other. Perhaps that accesses the front of the chest better for you, or perhaps lengthening the arms is better. If you can, draw the palms of your hands towards each other. That will further increase the stretch, further increase the length. And then when you're ready, you can bend the elbows enough to slide the back of the right hand to the left hip and tuck your left elbow in. Lynn making your adjustment. We're all kneeling upright and just gently turning to look over the left shoulder and back to the center. Take the left ear to the left shoulder again. And then from here, chin to chest, rolling the ear to the shoulder and chin to chest, ear to shoulder, chin to chest, and we'll do just one more, ear to shoulder, chin to chest. Here, bringing the head upright, relaxing the arms, separating the hands, making your thumb into the palm of your hands, the other fingers around, and rolling the wrists again. Only doing that if it feels okay. Super duper. Okay, so let's do a dolphin pose from here. So crossing the arms at the elbows, holding onto your upper arms, placing the elbows down and then opening the hands. And tonight we're going to turn the palms to the floor and slide the thumbs past one another so that we can bring the forefingers to touch. So we want to make like a little triangle out of the first fingers and thumbs. Palms are facing downwards. And if this doesn't suit your wrist at the moment, you can bring the palms together or interlace the fingers as you choose. So I want to call this a diamond dog. It's not quite, but it's nearly a diamond dog handhold. We want the elbows to stay inside, just inside shoulder width apart, and that will be the perfect distance for you. Taking the knees back one at a time, we're going to press into the hands and the elbows to lift the hips up and lengthen the legs. And because we haven't done any down dogs today, you might want to take this opportunity to lengthen by paddling through the backs of the legs. Now in dolphin, you can have your feet quite close to your elbows in this first variation. You don't have to though. We want to have the back of the neck nice and relaxed, the belly muscles nice and firm, and really pressing down into the mat to create space between the top of the head and the floor. Then from here, if you want to, you can simply hold. This might be enough. If you like to, you can bring your chest and head forwards over your hands and then press back and look back. So looking forwards as you come forwards and looking back as you go back. And we'll try and do a few of these. So that's 3. I'm going to do 10, but you can do as many as you feel comfortable doing. This is 5. 6, still firm in the belly. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lovely job. To release, come down onto your knees, knees together if possible, forehead to the floor, and then bend the arms at the elbows and reach the hands for the top of the back. Palms resting on the back or the back of the neck. Couple of deep breaths.
And then if you want to, you can relax your arms and take your hands down to your feet to release your shoulders the opposite way for a couple of deep breaths. And then in your own time, coming up to kneeling, super duper. Roll the shoulders if you need to. You can do a cleansing breath. Breathing in, reaching the arms out and up. Breathing out, bringing the arms down to the center of the chest. Awesome sauce. So we're going to do dolphins again, but we're going to do them with the body much longer. And of course, if you have done with dolphins for today, then you can absolutely rest out of this. Just take a moment, spend some time breathing deeply. So again, crossing the arms at the elbows, but this time alternating the cross so that you cross the awkward way, bringing the elbows to the mat and walking them much further forward in front of your knees. Leaving the elbows where they are, opening the hands and crossing the thumbs so that the fingertips touch, but the opposite thumb is on top. We're pressing into the palms of the hands, the elbows, the forearms to lift the hips. And we want to leave a bigger distance between our feet and our elbows this time. So if you want to, you can step your feet even further back, pressing through the forearms to move the chest back towards the feet and pressing down into the floor to give lift in the belly muscles as well. Inhaling as you look forward, bringing the chest forward, the shoulders forward. Exhaling, pressing back through the hands and the forearms. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. That's 3. Do as many as you did on the first side, on the first round. Or if you can, do as many as you did on the first round. This is 6. 7. Very firm in the belly. 8. 9. 10. And this time, letting the knees come to the floor, wide apart, toes towards each other. And we're going to rest, this time just turning the palms upwards, with the arms long over the head for a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. If you can, tense your left fingertips. Just lift your head and chest a little to slide your right arm underneath your left arm. Take the right side of the head and shoulder to the floor. Relax the left arm down. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's do one more. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. We're going to tent the fingertips or press down into the arm again to lift the head and chest, come back to center and swap to the opposite side, sliding the back of the left hand underneath the right arm, left side of the head and shoulder to the floor. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. When you're ready, you can bring yourself back to center. Come back into kneeling and roll your wrists if you need to, or shake out the arms, do anything that feels good. And we are going to do a seated breath practice right now before we do our passive chest openers and relaxation. So this class has been a bit of a mishmash, but that's just because we're trying to activate that summer energy with lots of twists and back bending and powerful postures without doing a sun salutation today. So if you want to take a block or a bolster to sit on, or a cushion, whatever you've got to hand, bring yourself into whatever feels like a good, comfortable spot for you to sit. And it doesn't matter what posture you've got. The most important thing is that your spine is comfortably lifted in this position. Better.
Today we're going to bring our hands into chin mudra if you'd like to, first finger and thumb together, other fingers extended. You can turn the palms downwards or turn the palms upwards, whatever feels best to you. Take a moment to allow your body to find its center again in this new position, releasing any effort that you don't need to simply be here. When you're ready, you can gaze gently downward or close the eyes and just tune into your breath. Observe something about your breath, some quality of it. And then gently deepen your breath. You can use the technique of engaging across your navel to exhale more fully if that feels good to you. Breathing in to fill all the space that you can in the torso, through the whole rib cage, and then breathing out slowly, deeply, and completely. Do this for a few more breaths. Then count your breath. Count the length of your breath in and the length of your breath out. You can use anything to count. Numbers, mantra, as you choose. There's no right or wrong length of the breath. It just simply is as it falls right now. If you notice that you're inhaling for longer than you're exhaling, try to extend your exhalation so that your breath is balanced. If you're already balanced or exhaling for slightly longer, try extending your exhale by 1 count without changing the inhalation. Notice if you're holding tension across your face, your jaw, or your shoulders. Relax it where you find it. If you're able to relax the shoulders and the jaw, your breath is at ease, and you can add an additional count to your exhaled breath. In this way, you may be breathing in for the count of 3 and out for the count of 4 or 5. Check your face and shoulders for tension, finding ease if you can, and extending your exhale by 1 additional count if you'd like to, if you have that ease of breath. You can allow your exhalation to become longer than double your inhaled breath if the breath is at ease. At the end of your next exhalation, simply allowing your breath to find its natural rhythm. If you've been making a sound with the breath, then allowing your breath to fall into quietness, relaxing your hands if you've been using a mudra. Observe the effect of your practice. Extended exhalations is one of the best ways to access the relaxation response in the body. So if you've had a busy or stressful or worried week, this can be a great boon. I can't remember where I heard it, but somebody said if they could bottle deep breathing and turn it into pills, it would be the most effective medicine in the world. When you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. So you might need to stretch out your legs. Do that if you would like to. And you might want to gather some warm clothing. So the other effect of extended exhaled breathing is that it lowers your blood pressure and also cools you down. So if you want to grab a blanket and other things, a little jumper, we're going to do a yin fish pose. So I'm just popping my blanket to one side and grabbing some blocks. You can use blocks or a bolster or a rolled blanket for this, doesn't matter which, but blocks are really effective if you are trying to ease out some tension from the back of the body. So if you've been doing the sun salutation challenge, you might well have some tension in the back of the body on day 12. So here I've set the blocks up, so I've got one that will be down the length of my spine between my shoulder blades, and one, and that's on its medium setting, and one on its highest setting, which will be underneath the back of my head. If you're using a bolster or a rolled up blanket, you can achieve a similar effect by using an additional cushion or something underneath the head end of your blanket to prop you up a little bit higher at that end. When you're ready, come to reclining over your support. And it might take you a few moments to get the blocks in exactly the right place. And it doesn't matter what support you're on, have your feet on the floor with the knees bent. Rest your arms out to the side. And just make sure that whatever you're reclined on is feeling super stable and supportive. Notice how it feels in the low back area. So if you're feeling that you need the support of the feet on the floor, you can carry on with the feet on the floor. If you don't feel that you need that, you can extend the legs, maybe turning the feet out to the sides a little, like you would for Shavasana. Or if you're super comfortable in the hips and you just love Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound angle pose, you can bring the soles of the feet towards each other and let the knees fall out to the side. And because we're going to hold this for a little while, you want to make sure that your knees are not floating around in the air. Support the outside of the thighs with something if the knees are away from the floor. I'm going to do extended legs because my knees don't find the floor. And then turn your awareness to your upper body. So allowing the back of the body to mold itself around the support, particularly that space between the shoulder blades. Allow the sides of the body to fall towards the mat, the arms to be heavy, relaxed and supported, palms are turned upwards. The back of the neck is long but not lengthened with the chin down, if that makes sense. And back of head supported. Close your eyes or gaze gently downward. And allow yourself some deep breaths. Here is the perfect time to do some more of those extended exhalations if you feel that you can do them without any tension or breathlessness. If you're using blocks and you've got your block under your head at the highest height, you can try turning it to the medium setting, only if you feel that might be useful. There's a little bit more opening across the throat. The head is still supported. The chest is better able to open here as well. We're going to hold for another 5 deep breaths. So relax, surrender the weight down. Allow the spine to find this new shape. Please excuse me, somebody dropped out and is back. 2 ticks, 2 ticks. So allowing your spine to find this new shape. Feeling the space behind the bottom of the rib cage as well. See if you can breathe into that space too. Just one more long deep breath. If your knees are wide in bound angle pose, then using the arms to support the knees back towards each other, extending the legs on the mat. And then from here, if you have your legs extended, sliding your feet back towards you so your feet are on the floor, the knees are bent, and preparing to move by drawing your belly muscles slightly in, roll to one side, and as gracefully as you can, remove the blocks from behind the body and roll back onto your back so that your spine finds a more neutral shape against the floor. Take a moment to feel the support of the floor and to feel the effect of your practice, so the warmth in the muscles that have been stimulated by the edges of the blocks, the release in the chest, the spaciousness of the breath. And then when you're ready, you can wrap yourself up for relaxation. So don't do what I did, which is sit straight up from the floor, which I've done now twice. because it's really not very good for your back. If you'd like to put something underneath the backs of your knees, of course you can. And bring yourself into the perfect spot for your relaxation. And you want to be perhaps a little cozier than normal today, because we've had a longer winding down, and those extended exhalations are so good at cooling the body. You can see a few of you are still getting yourselves organized, but when you're ready, coming to lying down. And again, allowing the body to find its new shape. Making sure that you feel really comfortable. So if there's anything niggling, try to support the body in a way that it doesn't. Then we're going to take a deep breath in, sighing out through the mouth. We'll repeat that 3 more times. Deep breath in, the effort of go. Deep in, of anything that's come up during the practice. Deep breath in and surrender yourself down into your mat. Allow your breath to fall back into its natural rhythm and falling away into quietness. Bring your awareness to your forehead. Feel it soften, the space between your eyebrows spreading. The area around your eyes relaxing. The mouth, tongue, and jaw releasing. Allow the whole of the body to feel heavy, warm and supported, releasing down into the mat. When you're ready, you can draw your awareness to your feet and mentally repeat after me. I relax my toes and feet. I relax my toes and feet. My toes and feet are relaxed. I relax my legs and knees. I relax my legs and knees. My legs and knees are relaxed. I relax my hips and buttocks. I relax my hips and buttocks. My hips and buttocks are relaxed. I relax my back and spine. I relax my back and spine. My back and spine are relaxed. I relax my abdomen and chest.
I relax my abdomen and chest. My abdomen and chest are relaxed. I relax my hands and fingers. I relax my hands and fingers. My hands and fingers are relaxed. I relax my arms and elbows. I relax my arms and elbows. My arms and elbows are relaxed. I relax my neck and shoulders. I relax my neck and shoulders. My neck and shoulders are relaxed. I relax my face and head. I relax my face and head. My face and head are relaxed. I relax the whole of my body. I relax the whole of my body. My whole body is relaxed. I relax my thoughts, my mind. I relax my thoughts, my mind. My thoughts and mind are relaxed. My mind is like an ocean without waves. Its crystal clear waters are calm and deep. I dive into that ocean of infinite peace and relax. Relax.
Gently begin to deepen your breath. Bring your awareness back to your hands and your feet by wiggling your fingers and toes. Maybe roll your wrists, clicky. Roll your ankles. In your own time, take a deep breath in and stretch the body. Maybe stretch the face in a yawn. Stretch in any way that feels good. In your own time, gathering your knees towards you, hugging them towards you. Make any movements that feel good with your spine. In your own time, find your way onto one side and just curl up for a moment, letting your body come round a little at a time. When you're ready, make your way to any comfortable seated position. Try to keep your eyes gently closed if you can. And rest your hands over your heart. Take a moment to notice how you're feeling now. Maybe notice some changes in your body or in how you feel emotionally or how your mind is, your breath. And knowing that you've given yourself this 90 minutes of awesomeness at the end of a busy week, your weekend is going to go so much better. Smiling gently to yourself. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Namaste, guys. Hope you enjoyed this practice. A little bit of everything thrown in just for good measure. And I will hopefully will be returning to sun salutations next week, but you'll have the videos from Wednesday and Saturday classes if you are keen to do more sun salutations this week. Namaste.